Good day, welcome back to 340 Caribbean Culture. Today is not going to be a quick or fast recipe. Today I'm going to just knock out some potato salad, season up my chicken, and it has thunderstorms today, which was supposed to end a couple hours ago, but it's still going. But anyway, what I'm going to do is season up my chicken and then pick this video up tomorrow where I'm putting the chicken out on the grill. Let's get busy. I'm not gonna bore you guys with a whole bunch of like peeling potatoes and stuff like that. I'm gonna peel some potatoes, but you know how we do editing, okay? I have a 5-pound bag. I have a 5-pound bag of potatoes. And what I can do, I'm gonna peel them down. I already got some water on. Let me take care of this first. I have some garlic. Start flavoring my potatoes from now. Adding some garlic. Adding some salt. Just let that take its time and do what it do. I already got some eggs. I was gonna boil some eggs for a couple of eggs for breakfast, but I boiled a few extras, so I'm not gonna put my eggs in with my potatoes. All right. Just peel a couple of potatoes, and this is just russet potatoes. I have some larger ones sitting have to get rid of, but these been here longer, so. They always say Yukon, the Yukon or Idaho potatoes are good for potato salad. I like the larger potatoes where you won't have to do as much, the white Idaho potatoes. But the yellow ones also makes a good potato salad. Now, this is going to be a simple potato salad. It's not gonna be no. My wife and the kids, they like their potato salad very, very, extremely simple. I used to tease her and tell her that's just potato and mayonnaise. But you know, they don't like change. And I can't knock them because I don't like change too much myself. But I had to kind of slowly integrate the way I did the potato salad, and I think Cindy is the only one that actually hasn't adapted to my potato salad. But hey, such is life. I already washed the potatoes, peel and wash. Let's add a little water so they don't change color. Keep them white as long as possible. This I'm also not going to bore you with, but I'm going to do a couple. Just some manageable squares. Help them cook a little faster, you know? Today's Sunday, just taking my time. Not in a rush. Now, there are several types of potato salad. There's some with mustard. And there was this place that where I grew up at, St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. There was it's still there, a place called Texas Pit. And to be honest, their potato salad was a mustard base. And that was the best mustard based potato salad I've ever tasted. Mom used to make a potato salad. It's like a damn gourmet potato salad. People do all kind of stuff to potato salad. I used to work uptown, DC, up northwest, and there was a little place right outside of my old garage, the old bus garage. They used to put grapes in their potato salad. You know, but Boymongers, that was the name of it, Boymongers. But I'm gonna tell you, the sandwiches were pretty good. But you know, potato salad ain't bad if you get it when they first make it. You have opportunity to pluck the grapes out before you start letting those juices into the potato salad. But the first time I had it, I was like, what the hell is this? But you know, you gone for hours a day. You know, we used to work some serious long hours. And the garage is basically our home. Shout out to 4 Mile and Western Garage. You know. And the training staff. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you, we used to pick and choose. A group of us used to go out and grab stuff to eat. So we had a little different experiences, you know. Have a good old time. You try to keep these potatoes as even as possible. You want them all to cook at the same time. You don't want them overcooked or undercooked. So if they're all even, you know, they tend to cook at the same rate. And I already have the water on. So the water is even all directions. So I don't have to wait for the water to heat up and all of that stuff, you know. But like I said, there's several different styles of potato salad. You can make it as elaborate as you want or as simple. You know, it's up to you. I've tasted stuff that people call potato salad, and I can guarantee you, we never look to get any more of it. But each his own. I'm not gonna tell anybody I'm a perfect cook or chef or whatever, but I kind of do know what I'm doing. I have about 9 videos total. Only I think 1 out of the 9 is actually edited so far. But I have a whole lot of different recipes coming up, so just stick with us, you know. And please like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, you know, and help us grow the channel. I'm gonna give this one more rinse. I don't know why I turned on hot water. Water already bubbling. It's not a big pot, but it's enough to cook my potatoes. I turned it up a little bit. I'll turn it up a little more. You know, the potatoes drop the temperature. Alright. I'm gonna let that cook. And I'm gonna pull out the chicken and start seasoning it up. I got a couple of chicken drumsticks and I have a whole chicken. So what I'm gonna do, I went ahead and changed out to my meat board. I'm gonna go ahead and cut some of this garbage off. I'm not gonna cut all the fat off because what I do, I let the fat drip, and that actually, you know, it keeps, some fat keeps, when you're putting stuff on the grill, it keeps the food moist, okay? So all I'm gonna do is just take this and cut it down the middle. Because I enjoy this edible. I'll just keep leaving it half. Take this bad boy, run some cool water, and of course I have my fish stuff going on, okay? So, y'all see me washed up chicken 1,000,001 time, so I'm not gonna bore you. I'm gonna start mixing up my seasonings. I have some smoked paprika. That's about a tablespoon. I'm going a little heavier. I got 1 packet of sazon goya. I have some jerk seasoning. Going up with like that's about less than a half. Trying not to make it spicy, okay? I have some Maggi. That's about 3/4 of a teaspoon. Complete seasoning. Now because I put in the jerk, I'm not going to put in any of the any black pepper. Normally black pepper is my base, but I don't want my wife jumping. This is onion powder. That's about 2 tablespoons. Garlic powder, about 1. And I'm gonna mix this all in. being as though I'm gonna let it sit and soak up some flavors, what I'm gonna do is go in with some of the green seasoning that I made a few days ago. Not a whole lot. That should be fine. And as usual, I go in with my seasoned salt first. Excuse the little hollering, I don't know if you can hear it, but little man is enjoying his auntie. He used to spend most of his time over here, right? And you know, he started school, so auntie don't get to see her baby as often. Alright, this is where I'm gonna go and start adding. This is my little bleach water as usual. Start adding stuff to it. Can't do without my Worcestershire sauce. And there we go. Generously, just season everything. Trying to get it everywhere. That's a thyme leaf. So, should have left it in there, the stem. But hey. I want everything to be nicely coated and looking nice and gorgeous. Get some of that green, a little bit of green seasoning on everything. I'm gonna get these pieces of chicken out of here. I'm gonna put these on top because I want my chicken to sit nicely in that green seasoning while I'm mixing it. Yes, sir. You want to make sure you rub it in everywhere. Even in the little crevices, whatever little crevices you can get to. It's gonna sit there, it's gonna produce its own juices. And while it's producing its own juices, it's still nicely seasoning everything. Take this, and I'm gonna stick this into the other fridge and let it marinate overnight, and this would be the first thing that I would do tomorrow. All right, I got my potatoes out. I'm letting them cool, and then we'll get back into chopping up and making a potato salad. Okay? While it's still hot and there's a lot of moisture in it, well, not a lot of moisture, but I'm gonna start seasoning, okay? While it's hot, so you can sit there and suck up some of the seasoning. I'm going with a little bit of complete. A little bit of flavor rice. Onion powder and garlic powder. The garlic powder. I am definitely gonna need some salt, but I'm gonna check that in a little bit. That's the onion powder. Alright, now that I added this stuff, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and just slowly mix it. I don't want to break up the potatoes, but I'm just slowly mix it. And just let that set. I still got to chop up the herbs, the peppers and all that stuff, so that's just the beginning. All right, I got some fine chopped. Onions and red pepper. I use the small red pepper. I use a yellow, orange, and a red, and just less than a quarter of a medium red onion. Like I said, they don't like a lot of stuff in their food, so I'm just kind of being gentle with the stuff that I put in. I don't have any more parsley. The next thing I'm gonna do is chop up the egg. Alright guys, I ain't gonna bore you guys because I still have the grill in the food, so I went in with an egg. Y'all should know how to cut up some eggs. So, like I said, I'm not gonna bore you with all of that. I'm going in with some mayo. A lot of people say Duke's is the best mayo for potato salad. I buy what's on sale. But my go-to normally would be Hellman's. You can mix up your dressing or even the back in the day, my mom used to buy this salad dressing. Well, it's a mayo, but it's a sandwich dressing. People use that because it has the dill and everything already in it. So it saves you having to do a whole lot. But this is what I do. Like I said, I do it piece by piece while it was cooling down. So the individual flavors can start working in. I haven't added any salt. Use a little bit of salt, a little more black pepper. It's cooked with garlic, so I'm just going to go with a little bit of garlic. There's my onion powder. Onion powder. Just to kick up the flavor a notch. And it's not going to require a ton load of salt. That should be it. Mix it in, and then I'm gonna taste it again. I don't think I'm going any deeper with any more salt. One thing I might do is add a tad more mayo. It doesn't really need it, but because the fact that it's gonna sit in the fridge, I don't want it to dry out. Take this, mix it in. Now remember, you're not making mashed potato now. You're lifting from the bottom and you're just stirring it in, or folding it in. That's good right there. Anybody want any more salt, you can add it. So I'm gonna take this, put this in a container, and put it into the refrigerator. This is what it looks like. You know I gotta give you that close up. See, you get that? Okay. What the chicken look like? All right. Now it's not all about continuously peeping. Because if you keep looking, the food ain't cooking. So I'm gonna close this down and let this go. From time to time, we're gonna check back on it. without even opening the grill. You can come out, you can smell. Make sure you don't smell anything burning. You check your temperatures, make sure it's not running too hot. I always rely on both your feel. I know my fingers are a little not as sensitive as most people, but I rely on my smell. I rely on the color of the smoke to know if anything is burning, to see how hot it is. If you can look good, you can probably see just a little bit of smoke coming out of the stack, and that is good. If you see a whole bunch of smoke coming out, you know to check your grill because that bad boy is burning. It's been about 15 minutes. I still have that light smoke going on, but I'm gonna check and make sure it's not running too hot. I'll put these on top. It's running a little hot. Go ahead and close that down. You just want to make sure that your temp's not too hot. Let it get enough time to slowly cook. You want your food to cook and not burn. I went ahead and relocated the meat. You want to get as much heat as possible, but not too much, okay? Hot air rises, heat rises. Giving this a check. I'm more interested in these smaller pieces. So they will definitely be, cook a lot quicker. Those will be probably ready in the next maybe 5 minutes. I still have the marinade. I'm gonna keep it away from those other chickens, but I'm gonna wet these up. Close that back down. Give it a few more minutes and come back and check on it. Give this a quick little check. 9 out of 10 I'll be taking off the little smaller pieces. And it's about time to flip those big ones. But I'm not gonna flip them till I finish these. Putting on a little barbecue sauce. Your choice what sauce you want to use. But I'm gonna go ahead and just flip it. Get some of this ash, knock down some of this ash. I'm gonna open this up a little bit so you can get a little more heat. About that time, I'm about to pull these off. I have some coals going in my chimney because I need to top this up. I'm going to slide this across. This is what it started looking like. Alright? Barbecuing takes patience and it takes time. And if you don't have near one, leave it alone. Alright. For some reason I can't find my my spray bottle. But I'm gonna go ahead and pour a little apple juice onto this bad boy so it helps steam. I'm trying to get it right into the little crevices. My coals are almost set. I'm gonna give these a couple more minutes. Let them continue to get hot. And then what I'm gonna do is dump in the new coals. I don't need a lot, so I just put some in there. But I wanted to burn some because you don't want to put that stuff before you ash over inside of your grill. It'll smoke up too much and it'll make the food bitter. Alright, this is what I wanted, okay? It's not a whole lot, but it's enough to add more heat. And then I'm gonna wet these up a little more. Some more apple juice. My spritzer would have done a lot better than that, but I gotta work with what I have. Alright, now I'm gonna let this go. I'm gonna open it up a little bit. Let's get some oxygen in this bad boy. And let's get this temperature up just a little bit. Alright, we're heading for the home stretch. Heading for the home stretch. I'm gonna start putting some sauce on this. Let it tack up. The juices are dripping out of the chicken and it's clear. So that's an indication that the chicken is cooked basically all the way through. This one is directly under the chimney. So, of course, you know, this one will cook a little faster. Then what I'm gonna do is drop them back down. Oh yeah. Coals are burning down again, and definitely not adding nothing else to it. Alright guys, I'm calling it done. Beautiful 2 pieces of chicken. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you guys for coming back for another day, another video. Really appreciate you guys. Today was did some barbecue chicken and some potato salad. Continue to watch the videos. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Share the video, like the video, leave a comment. Please come back for another one. Until next time, love you.